Everything in this world is packaged as duality. Light and dark, good and evil, male and female, left and right, saved and damned. The human mind loves dividing reality into two neat piles because it makes things simple. But reality isn't simple. Reality laughs at our categories. Duality is the training wheel we never took off, the crutch we mistake for truth. And the longer we cling to it, the more it chains us to illusion. Look at the way people argue. It's always us versus them, true versus false, my side versus yours. Politics is red or blue, religion is believer or heretic. Philosophy becomes optimist versus pessimist. The moment you step outside the binary, people panic. They need you to choose a side because they can't tolerate complexity. But the world isn't binary, it's paradox. Every person is both light and shadow. Every truth carries its opposite. Every belief system collapses under its own contradictions if you dig deep enough. Yet we're addicted to the either or because it makes us feel safe. Duality is psychological comfort food. It gives you a villain to hate and a hero to worship. It gives you a box to climb in and pretend you're righteous. But the price is clarity. The price is truth. Step outside and look at nature. Is there duality in a tree? Is there duality in a river? Does the sun ask whether it's good or bad before it rises? Nature doesn't split itself, it flows. It contains every spectrum without apology. The night doesn't fight the day, they exchange places. Male and female exist, yes, but so do countless gradations, variations, and overlaps that refuse our neat little categories. Duality is a human invention. The cosmos itself is unity unfolding as diversity. The moment you stop slicing it into halves, you see what's actually there, a whole. Religion loves duality. Heaven or hell, God or devil, saved or damned. Why? Because it keeps you obedient. If you believe your eternal fate hangs on a binary switch, you'll fall in line. Fear is easier to sell when it's dressed as choice. But here's the secret mystics always whispered. Heaven and hell are states of consciousness, not destinations. God and devil are aspects of the same current. Salvation isn't a pass-fail exam. It's awakening to what's already within you. The binary is the cage. The truth is the open field beyond it. The mystics, from the Taoists to the Gnostics to the Hermetics, all said the same thing. Duality is illusion. The Tao says, when people see something as good, other things become bad. In other words, duality is a trick of the mind. The real is beyond. We cling to duality because it gives us identity. If there's an other, then I know who I am. If I'm the good guy, then at least I'm not the bad guy. If I'm right, then I don't have to wrestle with doubt. But this addiction is poison. It keeps us blind to our own contradictions. People rail against evil corporations while scrolling on the phones those corporations made. They preach about purity while hiding their own shadows. They declare enemies while projecting what they refuse to face in themselves. Duality feeds the ego, not the soul. One of the hardest truths to swallow is that light and dark are not enemies. They are partners in a dance. Without darkness, light is invisible. Without light, darkness has no meaning. Every myth of cosmic war between good and evil is really a parable of balance, not battle. The sun sets, the moon rises. Winter strips life bare, spring renews it. Death clears the field for new birth. These aren't tragedies, they're necessities. The moment you stop fearing one side of the cycle, you realize there's no war, only rhythm. What does duality cost us? Anxiety, shame, hatred. If you think you must be all good, then you'll deny your shadow. If you think others are all evil, you'll dehumanize them. If you think life is only win-lose, you'll grind yourself into the ground, chasing victories that don't matter. Duality cuts you in half and makes you fight yourself. That's why people are exhausted. They're at war with their own nature. The ego wants purity, perfection, and certainty. The soul doesn't care. The soul knows it is everything. Step into non-duality and everything changes. You realize anger and love are two sides of the same current. Passion. You realize creation and destruction are the same process, different phases. You realize you can be wounded and wise at the same time, broken and whole in the same breath. Unity doesn't erase differences, it includes them. Non-duality doesn't mean sameness, it means wholeness. It means nothing is outside the circle. That's the truth duality blinds us to. Duality is the oldest psyop, and it works because we're hooked on the dopamine of conflict. We crave sides to take, enemies to fight, validation for being on the right team. The machine feeds us dualities, and we eat them like candy while forgetting that the truth is not candy, it's fire. So, how do you break the spell of duality? You start by noticing it. Catch yourself every time you split the world into good and bad, win or lose, right or wrong. Ask yourself, is this real or the mind's addiction to categories? Then lean into paradox. Allow contradictions to coexist. Let yourself be both strong and weak, both flawed and worthy. Recognize that your enemy is also your mirror. Duality will keep you asleep. Unity will wake you up. The choice isn't between light and dark. The choice is whether you'll keep playing the game of twos or finally step into the truth of the one. Humanfluence, out.